Hello and welcome to the Portent Kast. My name is Lila. I'm your dungeon keeper and host. The Portent Kast is a queer, female, and non-binary actual play show. We'll be playing TTRPGs of all sorts, and you're tuning into episode 5 of Below the Grove. But without further ado, let's introduce our players.
Hello, my name is Ezra and I play Valencia.
Hello, my name is Erebus. Oh wait, my name is Raven and I play Erebus.
Hi, my name's Sakura and today I'll be playing Star.
Hello, I am Kieran and today I'll be playing Helen.
Hi, I'm Otto and I'll be playing CD.
Hi, I'm Lorelai and I'll be playing Tristan.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Tell me, viewer, do you like vampires? Now, vampires don't have much to do with TPK, but if you answered yes, that means you fall under the umbrella of liking women, queers, the non-binaries, and shiny click-clacks known as dice. If you answered no, I really don't care. Either way, you should keep up with us on all platforms by following The Portent Kast on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, where you'll get updates and episode clips on your For You pages. That's how you know it's for you. Aha! Want more stellar episodes which may actually feature vampires? I don't know, I'm not the DM. Then hit that subscription button below. Back to you, Lila.
And now let's dig into this week's episode of Below the Grove. The Fortunes Favored have been in Ozan for nearly a week during the New Dawn Festival to celebrate the arrival of the new heiress and princess, Rosalind Céline Baudelaire. During this time, they played games and experienced a whole new slice of life before receiving what Madame Isadora called a reading of fates, where she foretold what was in all of your futures. After that, you all decided to get to know each other a bit by celebrating the last few festival activities and even participating in a tournament where the people of Ozan got to meet their new princess. 4 teams went up against dangerous monsters, and the Fortunes Favored going up against a beast known as the Korahulk, a large undead bat-like creature that had been stripped of its full wings. After the audience declared the Fortunes Favored the winner of the tourney, they collected their reward from the King and Queen themselves before heading back to Sakura's carnival carriage to celebrate, where they had learned that Lorelai practiced an outlawed magic, so Sakura had illusioned himself to look like her so that she wouldn't be in prison for participating in the tournament. After a while, you all went your separate ways again. Kieran and Valencia were walking home to the Misty Huntress Tavern when Valencia had stopped in the streets before having one of her visions. Valencia. You were walking side by side with Kieran when the static started to fill your head, like it has done so many times before since entering the city. You expected to see a memory of someone getting married or seeing their child's first steps, but instead you were met with a horrific scene. You looked through the eyes of a tall figure, their arm outstretched, their hands gloved in leather. As their arm is outstretched, you can see almost blurrily a figure approach. Their mouth moving, but you can't hear the words. And as this figure draws near, you see yourself, or at least the person you're looking through, twist their hand in a sharp motion before you see the once standing figure's neck snap to the side before his body slumped onto the floor. You can almost hear a distant scream for help before another figure, feminine, with red hair, gets up from her bed and approaches the figure, trying to get to her husband before you see a hand snap once more, the woman falling to the floor that is now covered in a pool of blood, a pool of sprawling blood. I'd like you to make one more perception check for me, please. You see the figure you're looking through turn to the right as your vision begins to clear just slightly. As they turn, you begin to make their way from the chamber. You can see another figure in the room, almost looming over what looks to be a bassinet. This figure is large and hulking compared to the one you see through. She has long silver hair that cascades in gentle waves, but hidden behind the stringy hair is a hunched figure with cracked gray skin and a deep emerald glow glowing throughout the cracks. She picks something up from the basket, cradling it before her head turns towards you, her smile with an almost impossible length. What looks to be almost hundreds of teeth hidden behind cracked lips. And as the smile fades, so does the vision. As you come from the vision, I need you to roll a D100, please. As you take 17 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Is now a bad time to get a 69?
Nice.
We'll see how nice it is when I figure out what the
Okay.
fucking thing is.
Okay, cool. That's good to know. Kieran, while you walked alongside Valencia, you watch as she stopped in the street before her hands cradled her head like this. Her hair goes from its natural bright white to an almost pitch black like the night sky as her body crumples to the ground. What do you do?
Run over to her and just like, I didn't expect her to crumble. That threw me off. Just like, she's doing the back and forth of like, I want to like cradle her head, but I can't. And kind of just like ends up with like a hand kind of behind her head and is just waiting for her to like come to so that she knows she's safe.
Okay. As you lose the vision and you begin to realize where you are, you look up and you see Kieran, but you are terrified of her. You are frightened of Kieran.
I'm gonna like scramble up, and I feel like she's so scared. All she can do is like not fully get up, just do that kind of thing where she like scrambles back until like her back hits like a wall, and it's just like staring, like hyperventilating, just like wide-eyed staring at Kieran, like with the most terrified expression on her face.
Kieran wouldn't know what to do.
As you watch, as Kieran is kind of just standing or like leaning there, kind of just where she was cradling you, you can see as that fear begins to subside. As your magic search table roll was, you are frightened of the next person for the next round.
No, what's funny about that was I was looking at the table and I put down my guesses because you were like, oh my god, this is gonna be so funny. So I put that down and I was like, Lila wouldn't react like that to that one, so I fucking erased it. She's gonna like calm down a little bit and it's like, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Kieran is going to stand up and run away. That fucked her up.
I think Valencia just kind of stays there and just probe. Or I feel like she's gonna like stand up and like. No, she just stays there and cries. Like in the middle of the street or like towards the side of the street. She just like pulls her knees to the chest and just starts crying. Because she knows that she hurt Kieran. Intentionally or not.
You sit there for a while before you can kind of feel something yank on your cloak.
I'm like pulling back so quick.
You look and you see a little halfling boy who's like, "Are you okay?"
I accidentally hurt someone that I really cared about, and I've never seen her that frightened before, or that upset before.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need anything?
I'm okay, but thank you. I appreciate
Are you
your
sure you don't want a
kindness.
sweet?
I guess she'll like take it, and she's like, "Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course.
That was very sweet of you."
He just hugs you real quick before running back to wherever his parents are.
I feel like she's gonna sit there for like a minute, and then she's gonna get up and like it's just gonna start walking because she assumes that Kieran went back to the tavern, so she's just like, I don't know where else to go. So I guess she's just gonna start like, I guess back to Sakura's carriage. It's like that's the last time that she remembers like everyone being together.
Okay. Before we get to that, Kieran, where do you go?
Kieran would probably God, this is gonna she's fucked up. She would go to the steps.
The stairs?
Yeah, the stairs, and she would just like kind of sit and stare at this like very prominent display of death and just be like, "Yep, that's me. Don't like that," and cry, and then go back to their room in the tavern.
Okay, that probably takes you about an hour to get from where you guys were in the district over to the stairs district and back. And by that time, Valencia's not in your room.
She would wait for a while before getting too worried because she knows that her running would also have hurt Valencia. So she's like, okay, we both need a minute to like process and deal, but if she's not home by dark, I'm gonna go looking for her.
It's already dark. Yeah. You guys left Sakura's carriage around like...
If she's not home by morning.
Cool. Yeah, you guys left the carriage as the sun was setting.
Right.
Okay. What are the other four doing after you guys begin to split from Sakura's carriage?
I think Erebus and Lorelai were just heading back to the tavern. I think that's all that they were doing.
Okay. Otto, what are you doing?
Good question. I think also just heading back towards home.
Okay.
Home for now.
Okay. Yeah, you get up to the gates to the Dreadmore Keep, and they are heavily guarded, and they won't let you through.
Oh shit. Okay. Can I like try and talk to one of the guards?
Sure. Yeah. What do you say?
I just go. I'm one of the Arachne family members who's staying here.
Do you have proof of that? City's on the castle's on lockdown.
Just kind of like references himself a little.
You do have a signet ring and a scroll of pedigree.
That, and I think I still have Cricket with me.
Yeah.
So I just like I just am like looking at myself, like gesturing to Cricket, and then like we'll like get out my little like signet ring.
Do you have your scroll with you?
Yeah, somewhere. Like roots around. Eventually finds it.
He's gonna take a look at it. I'll have one of the guards escort you inside to the safety chamber.
Has something happened? Or
I'm not at liberty to discuss, but once you're there, they will explain as to what happened.
okay. And yeah, I think Otto was just like confused, but we'll go where they are pointing them, basically.
Yeah, you eventually have guards that are like surrounding you. There's 4 guards that surround you and walk you into the castle. Make a perception check for me as you walk into the castle.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. 18 plus 6 is 24, right? Yeah.
23.
23?
As you walk through, you notice there are no servants. There's no one else in here other than other guards and what you know to be the austere eyes, which is Ozan's collective like law and justice and like detectives and sort of things like that. There is nobody else in the halls anywhere. As you're walking through, you kind of look up towards one of the staircases and you can see there is blood dripping down it, and you can see a form at the top of the stairs, just crumpled.
Oh, good.
And the figure does, with that perception check, looks to be like armored like one of the guards.
Okay. I think Otto, realizing like the severity, will take note of that, but like is very much now like more willing to comply, I guess, if that makes sense. Because they're like, oh, okay, shit, people are dead. So it's just like focusing on like getting to the safety room that they said.
Okay. They eventually take you through a bunch of like different like hidden catacomb kind of things, and you are well beneath the Dreadmore Keep before there is a very heavy, what looks to be a god-steel door, which you would know specifically is the steel that was granted upon Aramel from the god of Forge and Legacy, Beldam. It is the strongest metal known to anyone on Aramel, and does have some sort of magic properties to prevent people from like breaking through it.
I see.
Okay. But there are 2 guards. They open it up as they see you approach with the other 4 guards that are around you, and they open the door and you enter, and you can see there is everyone. All of the noble houses that were here for the tournament have all been down here, and you can see Idris is kind of just like in a corner, kind of off to himself with Aurelian trying to comfort him. She looks up and she has this face of anguish before she like runs over to you, and as she's running over, you notice that like her dress has like dried blood on it.
I think immediately I'm like, are you hurt? What?
She just hugs you tight. Don't ever scare me like that again. I thought I'd have to write home to tell Mom you were gone.
No,
she's shaking.
Yeah, I like hold on to her, trying to like comfort her as I explain, like, I was just at with my friends and I just came back. I'm sorry, I'm so confused. What is happening?
We were getting ready for bed and I heard a scream and I went to go see what was wrong. And Morrigan and Jadis, they were just lying there. I tried to help, but they were already gone.
God.
And someone took the princess.
I think like Otto's just like processing, and yeah, and then just gives like a even like more tighter hug to her sister.
I thought you were gone.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm okay. I'm glad you're okay. What does this even mean?
I don't know. There's some sort of assassination. They tried to come for Idris after, but that Battenmont guard saved him.
The one that's...
Yeah. But we're safe now, but I overheard them talking about it was some sort of cultist group that had infiltrated.
Remember... Oh god, I hope it's not this. Remember when I briefly talked to you about... I was informed that there might have been a plotting of sorts?
Yeah, that's what they talked about after I told them. So, there's plans in the night to go through all the warehouse district and get anyone they can. But this is bad.
Yeah. Oh my god. Well, I guess we're here for a bit, right?
Yeah, we're gonna be here until they can conclude we can go out, which I assume is after they get through all of the warehouses, all of the abandoned ones at least.
So we'll just hunker down for now and figure out once we can get out of here, right?
I assume the city's gonna be on lockdown until at least probably a few days, so that they can investigate. Maybe a week.
Okay.
And then after that, they're still gonna be cautious of letting people go out of the city and letting them in. But after that, I think you need to go home.
Home?
You'll be safer there.
I guess you're right, but... Well, let's see. I everything I feel like is up in the air. It's... Who knows what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And she kind of just guides you over to where her and Idris have been kind of sitting and staying. And you've always seen Idris as like this very happy-go-lucky kind of like noble person. And he has not talked. He did not greet you at all. He is very, very down.
Yeah, I think I'll just sit with him and my sister. Just kind of like doing that thing where you like give comfort by like just being a presence, such thing. I do kind of want to like cast a glance around at all the nobles in the room. Is there anything that's like sticking out to me?
Make an insight check for me.
Okay. Ooh, not bad. Okay. So 21.
And make a history check.
Oh, okay. 11.
Okay. You do know that your mother and other siblings did not come to the tournament. You knew previously that there was some family business that they were dealing with. The Blethen family is not here. The Ferris Shadow family is not here either, which you all know they didn't attend the tournament. You can see Marcellus Battenmont and Elijah Battenmont are in the room. They seem to kind of just be keeping to themselves. The Blackthorns are here. They are the Fire Genasi family. They kind of seem very, very distraught. They're kind of like just like praying to themselves, to whatever god they believe in. And once you kind of lay eyes on the Delina Ricta family, you kind of get this it's just this strange sense that something is weird. You aren't sure if it's because they're worried or if something else is happening. But you do only notice Brielle, who is like the very head of the Delina Ricta family. Everyone else kind of just generally seems kind of very distraught and kind of worried. Yeah, those are the ones that kind of stick out to you.
Awesome. But yeah, I think for now, Otto's just kind of like shaken enough where it's just going to like sit and wait until further news.
Okay. So Cora, probably about half an hour after everyone leaves, you hear another knock at the door.
I'm like looking, basically just looking through my spell book at that point. I just go, who is it? Who is it?
It's Valencia. She clearly sounds like she's crying.
Oh God, okay. He's a man who's preparing himself to deal with a crying woman. Okay, puts his book underneath the thing. Walks over to the door. Oh. Hello, are you okay? Are you okay?
I think I heard Kirin. I think the king and queen were murdered. And someone took the princess.
I'm sorry. What?
I get these like visions every now and then.
Okay, hold on. Get in here first. Get in here. Don't say this out.
Okay.
Hold on. It's okay. Close the door behind her. You want some tea? Alright, it's my go-to comfort move. It's all I've got. Okay, sit down here on the bed.
Isn't this the second time he's given her tea?
Yeah, today. Literally. He literally still has some left over. He's like, I'm just gonna heat this up. And goes over. Okay. You have vision, like Madame Isadora, like it's going to happen.
I think, I don't know. It might be stuff that I think that there's stuff that have already happened. I don't know. I don't know a lot about my magic, but when Kirin and I were walking back to the tavern, I had a vision, and in that someone killed the king and queen and someone took the princess. And when I woke, my magic was all weird and I got scared of Kirin, and that really hurt her and she ran off. I've never seen her that upset.
A lot. Are you okay? Is your magic okay now? Was it like when you teleported randomly in the middle of the fight? Okay, fine. Kieran's tough. I don't know you guys that well. Kieran's seems very tough. But even the toughest people have problems. Like, she has like this inner darkness thing going on, I think. Maybe it just got to her a little bit, but you guys seem very close. Like, I imagine you've known each other for years, honestly. Oh, you seem very close.
Maybe a year. She promised someone. Nope, scratch that. I don't think she knows that. Someone told. She's taking care of me in place of someone else. And it wasn't that long ago, really.
You don't seem like you need to be taken care of. If you don't mind me saying that, do I know what you are? Like, do I know what that is? Like a star person?
Make a history check.
Natural what?
You have no fucking clue.
I sit down on the bed next to her, and I'm like wiping my sweaty hands on my clothes.
But you do know like strange magics and things and different races, so.
If you don't mind me asking, what are you?
I'm in Elenin. We come from the stars. In some long, twisted story, that is actually how I met Kieran. And when we were alone, she wanted to take care of me. And she has ever since. Even if there are some times when I feel like I can do things on my own, she always insists. And I know it's in the best intention. She just wants to keep me safe.
I can see that. She seems very protective of you. I'm sure she doesn't mean. I don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sure she doesn't mean anything.
I'm sorry for coming here. I didn't know.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I never get visitors. Honestly, this last week, more people than I've seen in a long time, like coming into this room. It's nice. I push the spellbook further away. It's nice. Yeah, but I think you guys will be fine. Could we circle back around to the king and queen were murdered and the princess was kidnapped part? So that happened. That's a thing that happened. How do you just get visions of things that are happening right now?
I don't know.
Okay. That's fine. Magic is tricky. Can I do an Arcana check to try to, like, get an Arcana vibe check off this?
Sure.
Vibe check?
I don't know how else to describe what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, like, if I can, like, if I know anything. Okay. 26.
I'm trying to figure out how to word this. You aren't entirely sure exactly what this could be. She could most definitely be having visions like Madame Isadora. You do know of oracles and such things like that who have visions of the past and can tap information from the past that are forgotten, or they could be present visions or future, but because you don't know much about Elonin people and what abilities they could possess naturally, you aren't entirely sure what this could be.
You want more tea? I say, looking down at what I assume is a full teacup.
I'm okay, but thank you.
This is weird. Not in a you're weird. This whole situation. King and... we're gonna leave now. Okay. If the king and queen were murdered, the festival's over. Circus is gonna leaving.
And are you going to go with them?
I don't know yet. That's kind of damper on the timeline a little bit. What is your next plan? Because if that's going on here, I don't imagine you'll be staying.
I don't know. We were here in the first place because there was someone Kira knew that owed her a favor. I don't know if she's still going to try to find that person or if we're back to square one and we have to leave again.
Well, if shit's gone down, they're going to be tightening up ship around here. Oh, we have to tell Lorelai. Oh God. Do you want me? Do you want me to walk you back to the inn? Do you need anything? Do you need tissues? I don't have tissues, but I have an old carnival costume. It doesn't fit me anymore.
I'm okay, but thank you.
I'm sorry that you saw something so traumatic. That must be really hard for you.
Things have always been hard for me. I'm used to it.
Right. I'm sorry that bad things shouldn't happen to good people.
They shouldn't, but they do.
Yeah, I'll walk you, I'm sure Kieran's worried about you. I'll, get up, put my stuff away. He's desperately thinking, what do I do when a girl is sad? He's having a full on, like, when anyone is sad? What do I do when a girl is sad? He'll go to his wall of flower crowns in his closet. But like a very like pretty looking one with like fairy type flowers, like little white like honeysuckle stuff, that he got from traveling with the circus. Just kind of closes it. It's like, you want this crown of flowers?
Good.
It's pretty, so it reminded me of you. Not that you're like, I mean, because I thought you'd like pretty things.
I do. Thank you. And she like puts it on, and she's like she takes it, and before she puts it on, she does like hold it and look at it for a little bit, just because it kind of like reminds her of something from her childhood. But she ultimately goes and puts it on.
It suits you. Right. Let's go to the inn. Go and open the door, yeah. And I just go like this.
You guys go towards the inn. You do notice, Sakura, as you're exiting, kind of like the circus area, you do see like a group of guards coming like down towards where like the circus is set up. But you know right now that everyone at the circus is currently like celebrating at one of the inns.
I'm gonna grab my book and bring it with me.
Okay.
And like just have my stuff with me, like I'm going to the inn for a drink or something.
Okay. They're still far off, but you just noticed that out of your peripheral.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys walk over towards the Misty Huntress Tavern, which is the first time you've been over there, at least in this district. It's mostly just like residential areas with a few taverns and businesses scattered throughout. But yeah, you go over that way. You enter, there is an orcish woman who runs the bar, and she kind of welcomes you in, nods. You are friends with the person made of starlight. Okay.
I said that, yes.
You did. I just wasn't sure if you actually were or not, or you're just being some creep.
Oh no, I understand. A lot of creepy people. No, you shouldn't give out information. I understand.
Cool.
Thank you for protecting me.
It's no big deal.
I'll walk you to your room.
If you'd like.
Yeah.
Okay. You walk
He doesn't know when to end social interaction. He's like, I guess we're still going.
It's like, what is happening here? But yeah, you guys walk up towards Valencia and Kieran's room. Valencia, you unlock it, and you see as Kieran's kind of just sitting on the bed waiting for you.
When she sees Valencia, she probably does like jump up off the bed and like zoom over to her and like hands on her face and is just like, I'm glad you are safe and I'm sorry that I ran.
I'm sorry for making you upset.
I know it wasn't your fault. I just panicked.
I'm so sorry.
Kieran,
It's
you
okay.
notice Sakura is just like standing there awkwardly over Valencia's shoulder, just like.
Like as soon as you walked up and touched her, he immediately like looked away. He's like, "Oh god, PDA is happening."
I should not be interfering.
Ooh, wow! I love the sponsors here. There's some such nice sponsors. Just like, ooh.
She's still like holding Valencia's face and just like, sort of like, Magic Man?
Hi.
Did you bring her here?
I found your ward, your friend. She came to my caravan.
Thank you.
He turns around and walks away. That's it.
Thank you.
He turns back around, awkward, like weird wave, and then just walks away.
Do you want... I could buy you a drink downstairs.
Alcohol is disgusting, but thank you.
Fair enough.
I immediately like breathe in the night air as soon as I step out. Oh wait, before I leave, I go. Also, wait a minute. I come back. I just remembered something. I walk all the way downstairs. Stop. Turn. I think I go out, breathe in the night air.
Tavern keeper is like.
I forgot something. Literally, he's out in the cold air, then it hits him, and he's like, "Ooh, that was a successful social interaction." And then he remembers something and goes, "Ah, shit!" and goes back inside and just starts going up the steps. Wait, hold on. Might I see the inside of your room?
Kieran, you can hear the tavern owner just fucking cackle.
That is a very strange way to ask that question, but sure.
The way to ask that question?
Just ask if you can come in.
Oh. Can I come in?
Yes.
I go into the room.
Shuts the door. Locks the door.
Oh.
Now that Valencia's back, she don't trust the shit.
Oh. Valencia, saw something bad.
The king and queen were killed. And I think someone took the princess.
That was my reaction.
That does qualify as not good.
I don't expect the circus will be here in town after the news breaks. I might be going to tell Ignatius soon, but
That would probably be a good idea.
right. Do you know what you two are going to be doing? Because I think taking any action right now is going to prove that we knew something happened. But oh, you say it. My accent keeps wavering. Are you going to be staying in town, or?
I was going to ask an old, I guess you could call her a friend, for a favor. But, I'm not sure if this qualifies for what I was going to ask, so...
Were you going to ask her to murder
No.
the people who died? Okay.
No. I was going to ask for a safe place for Valencia and I to stay for a while.
Oh, in this town.
Which seems like that might not be the best idea. We don't really have anywhere else to go.
His emotions fluctuate so much, I need to know what he does. Circus is pretty sick.
Are you inviting us to your circus?
No. Yes, I don't know. The world's dangerous. The circus is less so. The circus.
Are you allowed to do that, or do we have to talk to Ignatius?
I'll talk to him about it. You probably have to talk to him about it, but we don't. If shit goes down here, we'll be fine. We'll be not here. Like, the circus does not stay on the material plane. So we'll just zoop. I will say, though, the Shadowfell's not that much better, but people aren't there.
Does Kieran know anything about the Shadowfell?
Make a history check.
Okay. Oh, I'm not great at those. Okay. It's a 14.
You do know it's another plane of existence. It wasn't something necessarily like well known in your village. It kind of almost mirrors the Feywild, but in a more dark and sinister way.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is also, you would also know it's considered like a reflection or echo of the material plane.
Okay. It's the upside down. Okay. I was not expecting to hear about the Shadowfell today.
Tell me about it. I live there.
I don't know why you live there. That does not sound like a good thing. That does not sound like a good place to live.
It really doesn't, does it?
No.
You really wouldn't. You wouldn't expect to go, hey, you should go live there.
I feel like you don't see real estate agents being like, hey, Shadowfell, prime real estate.
No, there isn't a lot of real estate there, honestly. There's not like, oh, we're getting off track. Okay.
I think we all need to sleep. It's been a very long day.
I think everything's going to be hitting the fan in the morning. I will say,
agree.
Whatever Isadora said, I don't know if I'm going to be leaving the circus. But if the fates are intertwined and you guys come with the circus, that's pretty much the same thing. So, everyone's happy then.
Except for the other three that are also part of the prophecy.
I mean, they can probably...
One of whom is probably in that castle right now.
Do you think they murdered Otto? Did Otto get murdered? Did we miss that happening?
I hope they didn't murder Otto.
I'd quite like them. I would be a little bit sad if they were murdered.
Okay. I'm going to bed. It's nice. I don't know if I'll see you guys again. Nice to meet you. If you want to come talk to the circus before we leave.
Do you want this back?
No, that's for you.
Thank you.
That was very pretty.
So I thought she'd like it. All right. It was nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Magic Man.
Right. Good night. I actually leave this time.
The orcish woman just gives you like a sly smile.
But why are you looking at me like that?
As far as she's concerned, you just had a threesome.
A very quick threesome.
Look, you're... Men are
I think it's more
notorious.
about you than just about us.
He looks still very prim and proper, and he's like, okay. Well, he's a circus man, I guess. He's got like weird things going on with his outfit. Okay. Walks out onto the street. I don't know if he's gonna go back to the circus because there's people. He's gonna approach the circus and see if he can see like the guards that are heading in that direction.
Okay, make a stealth and then a perception check.
Ah, shit. Do I know where the rest of the circus is that they're out celebrating?
No.
They just didn't tell me, those bastards!
You
Okay.
weren't with them!
No,
So
those
that's a
bastards
scammer
instead.
glitching out for anyone else?
That is a you
Me-
problem, my dear.
You're lagging really bad for me.
I am?
No, Lila is.
You
That's a you problem.
problem.
Yeah, it's a you problem.
What are the two things I'm rolling?
Stealth and
stealth and
perception.
perception.
Stealth and perception. Okay. For stealth, I got a 16. And for perception, that's a solid +0 for perception. Let's go, buddy boy! 12!
Okay, you're able to hang in the shadows well enough to where the guards that are ransacking the circus don't see you.
Ah, shit. Okay, I'm gonna go into my mind palace and try to think. I'm gonna brain blast. Do I just see if I can remember them mentioning where they would have gone if they were going to celebrate something?
Make a history check.
Brain blast. $22.
They're going to the Nightshade Tavern.
I back away and I'm really slow until I'm far away, and then she's like, like,
Okay, you go to the Nightshade Tavern, and you see as everyone's like there's like 36 people crammed into this kind of smaller tavern, and you can see all of the circus performers are there. Ignatius is kind of just like performing up on the stage drunkenly, celebrating and whatnot. Everything seems to be in high spirits here at the tavern.
Great. Okay. I come in.
Come on, Segura, come celebrate! Ignatius says as you enter.
I cast message at Ignatius.
Okay.
And I go, yeah, I'm sorry to bring down the mood. The guards are ransacking the circus.
They're what? He like sobers up really quickly.
Something happened. They're ransacking the circus. I look over at Madame Isadora. Is she partying?
No, she's just in the corner looking at everyone.
I look over at Madame Isadora and my eyes squint. I cast a message toward her and I go, the thing fucking happened. You could have talked more about this.
What was it? I told you I didn't know the details. Do you listen to what I say?
King and Queen got murdered and they stole the royal baby.
Oh, that is a supernatural catalyst if I've ever known.
Right.
Oh no.
Back to Ignatius. Right, so
He's already like rounded up all the circus people. He's like, let's go. Partying's over.
Ignatius, something happened. I'm still casting Lester. I'm not saying any of this out loud. I'm just staring at everyone intensely. Something happened. Someone had a vision. King and Queen were murdered. Royal baby's kidnapped.
Madame Isadora didn't tell me she had a vision of that.
Not Isadora. I made friends.
You made friends?
I know, it's unusual. And honestly, only because Madame Isadora had a prophecy about us being friends. I don't think it would have happened if I wasn't told you have to be friends with these people.
At this point, he's come around, he's put his arm on his shoulder. Let's get the fuck out of here, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So why are they ransacking our circus?
I don't know. I think they think we had something to do with the thing.
Okay, great.
Also, I don't know if I told you this. They can't find my spell book. I've got it on me right now, but they shouldn't find it.
Okay, what's wrong with your spell book?
Legal.
You guys look at the laws?
Well, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, after my last experience with the law, I thought, I should know the laws now.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, so we gotta get out of here.
And just leave everything behind?
We should get the circus, but we should, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you guys all eventually approach all of the circus people behind you and Ignatius. Ignatius at this point is taking his arm off from around you, and kind of just approaches the guard, and they're like, what's going on here, guys? The guard's like, official castle business, monarch business. We do have to take you guys in for questioning, though. He's just like, but what happened? I mean, we're over at the Nightshade Tavern and just celebrating our end of the New Dawn Festival. I mean, there's probably about 24 more people who could account for our whereabouts, so... And we'll get that information, but we're gonna take everyone in for questioning. And you can see that there's, since you left, there's been more guards that have came to this area waiting for the circus people to come back. And you guys all individually get taken to the Hall of the Austere Eyes, which is over in the what district is that in? Which is in the Belfry Heights, which is the upper class district. And you guys all get put into individual rooms and are questioned about your whereabouts. What do you say, Sakura, when they ask you where you've been all night?
I was with Otto.
Does Otto have a last name?
Princess Otto? I don't know. We
the princess's name is not Otto. What are you talking about?
What is Otto's title? I don't know.
You don't know?
Oh god. Okay. Hold on. I made friends. We were hanging out in the caravan most of the night, and then one of them had a fight with their partner, I think, and then came crying to me, and so I took her back to the tavern because she was very sad. And then the tavern owner made some jokes about me. She half-orcish woman, and it was the name of the tavern. I don't remember. I wrote down I was doing the role play.
Misty Huntress.
The Misty Huntress. I was at the Misty Huntress. I took her back because she was crying, and then they made up, and then I went back to the caravan, saw people going through our shit, and was like, oh, I should go tell Ignatius because he's in charge and he can talk to them and ask what's going on. Because if I just approach, I'm probably going to say something
Again, what
stupid.
is Otto's last name?
I don't know. She's like the spider, the arachne. She has a big spider.
Okay, you mean Audendira, yes?
I didn't know that was her full name, but okay, Audendira. Commit that to memory.
Okay, well...
Yeah. Do you know the people who won the tournament thing? I was friends with them, so they came back, and that's why they were all in my...
I didn't watch a tournament, I was on guard, but cool. Yeah.
Right, Audendira won the tournament.
Good to know, good to know. Who are the names of everyone else in this group of friends you have?
Oh, I definitely just met them. Okay,
And you fought in a tournament with them?
No, I was with the circus. They were fighting.
Okay.
I don't know them that well.
Who was the girl that you took home?
Why did you word it like that? Valencia.
Okay, does she have a last name? Or do you not know her last name? It's fine if you don't.
I don't know anyone's last. I just met these people a week ago.
Okay. And what was her partner's last name? Or what was her partner's name?
Elizabeth?
Okay. Anyone else's names you remember? Or just those three?
Kiera, and Lucius.
You don't seem sure about any of those names.
No, I don't know them that well.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're gonna wait here while we check out your alibi with, Lady Arachne, but, until then, do you need anything? Water? Food?
I could eat.
Okay. They give you the, like, plainest sandwich that you could ever have, with a little cup of water.
Honestly, still better than the food in the Shadowfell. I'll eat it.
Probably at this point, it's like 2 a.m., Otto. Have you gone to sleep at all, or?
Are we still in the, like,
Yeah, you guys
safety
are still
room?
in the safety room.
All right.
There are cots set up so you guys can sleep. It's a rather large kind of safety bunker.
No, I think Otto's just gonna, like, stay up for as long as possible kind of thing. Like, making sure that their, like, sister falls asleep probably first. And just, like, trying to keep an eye, just, like, very much being alert and attentive of, like, keeping an eye and ear out for anything, even though, like, we're all kind of stuck in a room.
Yeah. Around, like, 2 or 3 a.m., you can see one of the austere eyes comes into the chamber and, like, kind of comes up to you, and Idris is still kind of awake and kind of just looking out. But he's like, how can we help you? And the person is like, I need to speak with Audendira for a moment.
Yeah, okay. How can I help?
We're just gonna go out into the hall real quick.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then, like, gets up.
They take you out into the hall, they lock the Godsteel door again. So we've been kind of investigating what's going on, and there's been a lead that leads back to you. Where were you tonight after the tournament?
With the team, the tournament team that we, were we celebrating? We were doing something of that sort.
Okay, and who's all in that team?
Otto would trust these people. Fuck. Okay. Well, let's see. There was Kieran, Valencia, Erebus, and Sakura.
Okay. Was there anyone else with you guys celebrating or outside of the team?
Yes, one of our friends who didn't end up participating.
And their name is?
Lorelai.
Okay, it says here that Lorelai participated and Sakura was with the circus.
Yes, I guess, yeah, that's true.
I'd like you to make either a persuasion or a deception check, depending on what you're doing here.
Okay.
And you can let me know.
I think Otto's just like, yeah, technically, it was under Lorelai's name, so.
We are now officially boned.
Yeah.
You gotta flee the city.
I am so stressed.
That's
Look,
gonna
running
be.
the fucking cops.
It's gonna be a 16.
And is that a persuasion or a deception check?
Oh, sorry, that's a persuasion.
Okay. And at what point did you leave that celebration? You
It's
left
like trying
around
to think
dusk.
of.
You left around dusk when the
Around
sun was
dusk.
setting.
Yeah, before dusk, probably? Just before?
Okay. And when did you get to the castle?
I state the time. I
Okay.
was, don't know what time it was,
Okay.
so.
Okay. We're just cleaning up some loose ends, but you're welcome to go back into the chamber.
Could I speak to my team members if you're...
Are
they in trouble?
They're not in trouble. We were investigating the circus. All ends. Since they had come here and were about to leave, thought maybe possibly they could have been involved. But so far, it looks like they were just celebrating. The end. But yeah. Yeah, we're trying to figure out everything that's going on. But until we've deciphered everything and figured out what's going on, we're not able to let you leave.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. And yeah, I think Otto was just like, if they've been dismissed, we'll just go back to the room.
Is there anything else anyone would like to do before I go back to Sakura?
Hide from the cops.
Okay, you're in your room. Are you doing anything other than that?
No, she's just vibing. I just wanted to say that because I thought it was funny.
I love that Lorelai and Erebus are probably like just chilling in their rooms respectfully.
They have no idea what's going on.
They have no clue.
They have
They're
no
gonna get a knock
fucking
from
clue.
the police and be like, hello? Lorelai's gonna flip. I love it.
Okay. Sakura, probably around 4 a.m. You're exhausted. You're like dozing off in this room. But you awake to like you're sleeping and you wake to like just the pound on a table and kind of wakes you up. You're free to go. We've investigated your alibi. You don't know your friends' names at all. You should work on that.
Oh, so I don't have a lot of friends. I remember Otto's name because someone said it like 12 times. But
I'm not going to tell him to you either, because you need to. That's a personal issue that you need to work on.
Well, then I'm going to go up and I'm going to see them and I'm going to say, "Hey, Elizabeth," and they're going to be like, "I can't believe you don't know my name."
I think that'd be really funny.
Well, thank you for the sandwich. It was very dry.
Did you expect a feast?
No, but you could have put like some mayonnaise on it or something.
No.
I ship these characters right now. Okay. He walks out. Oh, is the rest of the circus also like? Can we all?
You're free to go. Your alibi's tight. I mean, we're just having some few extra questions because there's a lot more of those people who weren't celebrating with you. So
right. Okay. All right. 4 a.m. is gonna slowly walk back to the circus and try to make sure I'm not being followed. Like, I don't. If they are following me, I'm not gonna like try to like lose them. I'm just trying to like notice if it happens.
Make a perception check for me.
Perceive. 19.
You don't notice anyone following you.
Just head back to the circus. Is my caravan fucked up?
Yeah, they're just tossed.
I'm so glad I brought my book with me. Jesus Christ. I just start sighing and cleaning it up.
I'm gonna ask you a question real quick.
Oh no.
Worrying about the book, but there's something else in there that you should have hit as well.
Is there? That's what I'm wondering. Is there? I don't think there is.
The chaos ensues.
It's like when a teacher asks, like, "Did you get all your work done?" And you're like, "Yeah," and they just still like kind of like looking at you. It's like, "Did I do all my work?
Did I forget?
Did I forget something?"
I do that all the time.
While I'm waiting for that response, Kieran and Valencia, you guys do get a knock at your door probably around 2 or 3 a.m., just verifying the story. There's no extra need for a persuasion check. And Lorelai and Erebus, you guys get a knock on your door probably around 3:30 a.m. Erebus, you would wake to this first.
Yeah, Erebus will just go to the door and like open it up.
You see two austere eye guards in like full plate armor, and they're like, "Are you Erebus and Lorelai?"
Yes. How may we help you?
we're investigating something, and it led back to you two. We're just verifying the events of what happened tonight. Where were you guys after the tournament?
We were celebrating with our friend Sakura. He was at the circus, and we didn't actually get to meet up with him until afterwards, so we were just celebrating our win.
Okay, and who else was there?
So Sakura, Otto, Valencia, and their friend, and then Lorelai. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Thank you all so much. Sorry to disturb your peace. Lorelai, you're waking up at this point, and like you see two guards at the door with Erebus talking to them.
She just kind of slowly gets up and like peeks around Erebus to see what's going on.
It's fine. Something must have happened.
Oh no, is everyone okay?
Did the guards already leave? I hope so, but usually two guards wouldn't come to your door if something wasn't wrong, but they were just asking if, like, where we were last night, which is strange. Yeah, maybe we should go check with the others before everyone leaves and goes their separate ways. What's going on? Because it's strange.
Yeah, we should probably go in the morning. They're probably asleep. I mean, shouldn't wake them.
Yeah, no. And I took a few hits yesterday, and I'm trying to feel a bit better. So, yeah.
She puts a hand on him and tries to do the healing again. Subtly.
You've already used that today, so.
Oh, I have? Oh,
yeah.
Never mind. Then know that.
You go to place your hand, you're like, it doesn't work.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, okay, let's just go back to bed and we can see everyone tomorrow then.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. And he'll just flop back on the bed after making sure the door is locked.
Okay. You guys all go to bed. Everyone but Sakura and Otto get a long rest.
I said, oh fuck. Can I do something before bed too?
Yeah.
I close all the blinds and make sure my bed's all good. And I'm going to sit at my book and freaking out. I'm going to put some of my blood into some vials to keep on me in case shit goes down. And then the spell that I've been like developing when I started having second thoughts, I'm going to write that down in my book. Which I believe, because it's of my subclass, it's only 25. It's half of what it would be.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
And it takes half the time, so it only takes half an hour to transcribe it.
Hell yeah. All right. So yeah. So I'm just developing spells and putting I got 4 vials of blood now, I guess.
Okay.
And that would be a short rest instead of a long rest, right?
Correct. You see Fang is just like upside down on one of the curtain rods, just like there.
Give him a little pet. God. Crazy day, Fang.
He just makes cute little bat noises. I can't do that.
I love him. I love him for it.
Anyone else do anything before we continue? Okay. But with that, we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break. We'll see you guys back there in a minute. Welcome back. We pick up as the crew has just begun to go to sleep, has just woken up from their sleep, kind of at dawn. And as you all do, you guys can hear as you guys notice the sun is beginning to rise over the mountain, and you can all hear the city bells ring with a haunting cacophony as it rings out just over the city. The bells signal only one of two things, both very frightening. One being that there is an impending attack on the city, or the other being the death of one of the monarchs. What do all of you do?
I'm guessing Lorelai has no clue what these
Yeah,
bells
you
mean.
have no idea what these mean, but Erebus would.
I think Erebus like straightens up really quick, and you can tell he's like visibly alert and on guard, and he's like starting to frantically like grab his stuff, and he just kind of looks at you for a second. He's like, we need to find the others as soon as we can.
What's going on? And she's like trying to follow his lead of like quickly gathering her things.
Those are not a good sign. It was weird that the guards came to ask us questions yesterday, but I didn't think it was this severe. The town itself is either under attack or something really bad happened to one of the royal family members, and just with everything going on with the festival, it's just it can't be good. I'm worried about Otto and the rest of the group, so I think we need to find them and then try to get in contact with Otto if we can. I just hope it's not. I don't know. Yeah, let's try to get ready, and he keeps getting ready and is then waiting for you.
Her prophecy, didn't it say something about death?
I believe so. Yeah.
You should probably go find her. And she like grabs her stuff. She didn't even bother changing. She's just in her nightgown and her hair is all messed. And she's like, let's go.
Yeah, Erebus is in a similar state.
Okay. What are Kieran and Valencia doing?
Would I know Valencia wouldn't? Does Kieran know what these bells mean?
You spent enough time in the city to know.
Okay. She will probably like look over at Valencia and just be like, well, sorry. Well, I think they have learned about your vision. Or at least what happened in it.
When the gods came by earlier, are we in any kind of danger, or?
I don't think so. I think they just wanted to make sure that all the alibis were correct. And we didn't lie, so we have nothing to hide.
Should we then go to find the others, or?
We probably should, yes.
And before she leaves, Valencia is gonna put on the bandana she bought for the tourney, just in case.
Sakura, what are you doing?
He wakes up from his little nap. He's gonna put his vials on him, his back, and peek out the window to see if everyone's like returned home.
Yeah, you peek out the
there.
window. You notice a few of the circus members are beginning to kind of like pack up the circus.
I'll get my stuff together and kind of walk out. I am not in my pajamas.
And what is Otto doing? You're still in the safety chamber. Do you want to sleep at all? At this point, Aurelian has slept, so is Idris, and they've woken up.
Yeah, I think Otto's mainly just waiting for like their sister to fall asleep, and then like got called out and then got called back again. So probably would have eventually tried to take like a nap of some sort.
Yeah, you're able to long rest. You won't wake up till probably around 11 or noon-ish at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. You can do so safely in the chamber.
Yeah, I think Otto's just like, again, kind of like waiting for something, because I assume they're not gonna like let us go until like they feel secure in it, like the guards themselves. So it's just kind of like waiting out until they hear anything.
Yeah, it's mostly just a waiting game for you. Everybody else kind of begins to converge and try to meet up. The circus has been kind of a central meeting point at all times. But as you guys begin to fill the streets, you guys can hear a town crier kind of every few blocks, repeating the same message. Hear ye, citizens of our beloved realm. I come bearing grave tidings that weigh upon our hearts. Let the bells toll and the town square fill, for a shadow of tragedy has fallen upon our kingdom. It is with a very heavy heart I must convey the lamentable news that our noble King Jadis Baudelaire III and gracious Queen Morrigan Baudelaire have been tragically taken from us. Their lives snuffed out by a sinister hand that seeks to plunge us into darkness. But amidst this somber tale, a glimmer of hope shines through. Let it be known that Prince Idris remains safe and protected, a beacon of our resilience in these trying times. His guardians stand resolute, unwavering in their duty to shield him from harm. However, the nefarious forces that have wrought this devastation are not unopposed. A zealous cultist organization sworn to chaos and destruction is responsible for this heinous act. Their wicked machinations know no bounds, as they sought to steal our cherished Princess Rosalind away. Yet let us draw strength from unity and solidarity, for even in the face of darkness our spirit cannot be quelled. The pursuit of justice and retribution begins as we declare our defiance against these malevolent foes. And as a testament to our commitment to justice, know that one of these zealot cultists has been apprehended. The sun will reach its zenith, and at that solemn hour justice shall be meted upon the executioner's stairs. Let all gather to witness the execution of this vile traitor, a warning to any who dare threaten our kingdom's peace. Let our history and unity be a testament to the undying spirit of our realm, a beacon of hope that shall guide us through even the darkest of days. May we honor the memories of our fallen king and queen and stand strong in the face of adversity, united as one as we pray to the heavens for the princess's safe return home. You guys all hear that as you go through the streets. Does anyone do anything after hearing that, listening in?
Could I have also gotten up, seen that people were putting the thing together, and then gone to take a long rest? Like Otto did, like basically just like, hey, okay, cool. I'm sleeping then.
Yeah. What are the four of you doing as you guys kind of hear that as you guys are walking throughout the streets?
Lorelai kind of like holds onto Erebus's arm as she's like listening and walking with him, and she's like, "So, Otto's okay then?"
I hope so. It doesn't seem like they were the target of that attack.
I don't get why people can do this type of thing, but at least Otto is safe.
I don't understand either. Yes, at least Otto's safe. And I will say Erebus is probably still pretty stiff. And a lot more quiet than he usually is. He usually kind of has a pep in his step, but he definitely doesn't today.
Lorelai definitely notices, and she just kind of like holds onto his arm a bit tighter, and then as they're walking and the silence kind of grows, she just kind of closes her eyes and starts kind of whispering the chant of, what am I forgetting what it's called? Of when someone dies. She whispers that under her breath.
Well, you've heard this before, Erebus. You heard it when you had felled the owl bear. She had gone over to it and said the chant very quietly to herself, but she's kind of repeating this mantra over and over as you guys continue towards the circus. Kieran and Valencia, what are you guys doing?
I think Kieran kind of just like is looking at Valencia out of the corner of her eye, like, "Yep, they know."
She's kind of like doing what it was like, when it was like the hand that did it. She kind of like puts her hands to her chest a little bit because she's like, she has nothing to do with it, but it does kind of feel like to her that she did it because she was like seeing it like through her perspective kind of thing. She was seeing it through the killer's eyes. So she's just like this and like staring at the ground as they're walking.
Okay. 4 of you kind of converge around the same time at the circus. You guys can see that it's mostly packed up at this point. Everything is being put onto different caravan carriages. All of the shadow beasts are being put in cages and onto their own carriage. Yeah, you guys do not see Sakura around. You guys see as like Lorelai is kind of just like holding tightly onto Erebus's arm, kind of just repeating something under her breath as you guys approach each other.
Yeah, once Lorelai sees Kieran and Valencia, she just kind of lets go of Erebus for a moment, like looks up at him, and then like goes and like hugs both of y'all.
Oh, make a Constitution saving throw.
You don't need to actually. As she goes and hugs you, you can feel that necrotic energy going through your fingertips and going out towards her, and it stops. And you look to see where your arms are, and you can see it at your fingertips, and then it dissipates into her skin, and then you feel like this warm, tingling feeling at your fingertips.
Lorelai has not noticed anything. She is just giving you a hug.
Kieran is panicking, trying to hold it together.
Lorelai, just so you know, you are immune to necrotic damage.
Hey! Heck yeah. And then, like, after she, like, kind of just takes a second, and then she goes to Valencia, gives her a hug as well, and then goes back to Erebus and just hugs back onto his arm.
Erebus just kind of waves. He doesn't go over, but he kind of just, like, nods at you both when you approach.
I'm glad you guys are both safe.
Same to you.
Kieran has no words right now. She is fully just like, what the fuck?
Lorelai just kind of looks around for Sakura and Otto. And she just, like, takes a second, and then she's gonna go to Sakura's caravan thing and just... She's just gonna knock.
You hear a knock at your door kind of in the middle of your sleep.
God, in the middle of it? Okay. Is this, like, have I had my long rest?
No.
No, I put in that I had it already. Okay, I just sleep through it then. I think my little bat flies and, like, flickers at the door, but that's about it.
You see a little bat, like, comes through the curtain on the door. Just, like,
she just
in the glass. And kind of just nestles up in the curtain rod.
She, like, touches the little glass, and then she just assumes that means Sakura's safe. But she's also a little unsure, so she just goes back. He didn't answer the door.
Yeah, his bat's pretty cute though, but
I went to
see
see
him.
him last night. I think he's okay. Or at least I went to him about something, and then he walked me back to the tavern, and then he was fine when he left.
Oh, okay. He's probably just asleep then, hopefully.
Does anybody know about Otto? Anybody heard anything? Okay. I am quite worried about them. If they were in the castle when it occurred. But I don't know how we would get that information if Otto doesn't come, because we're not going to be able to get anywhere near the castle. So.
Should we just wait somewhere where they know to look?
I mean,
They know where your tavern is, correct? Because we were all there for a little bit.
And he brought Valencia back home last night.
Yeah, they would both know where that is. Should we leave a note and like slip it under Sakura's door and be like, "Hey, come here if you're in there"? I don't know.
Lorelai just like drops to her knees. She like goes through her bag and starts writing a note.
It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we could just slip it under the door and then maybe the bat will see it and it'll be like, "Oh, this is for Sakura."
Question, Lila. Lorelai does know how to write in common, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I love that is a question you had to ask.
You know how to read and write and speak common. You're good.
Cool. I knew about the reading and talking. I just her spellbook says otherwise, but
There's other reasons why your spellbook isn't written in common.
exactly. She does that, and then she goes and slips it under his door.
So are we just gonna head back to your tavern and wait? I think that's all we can do right now. But if anybody has any ideas, let me know. I'm not an idea guy. Wish I was, but
I think that's the best idea that we have at the moment.
yeah.
Okay. You guys all head back to the Misty Hunter's Tavern, leaving a note under Sakura's door and awaiting until they awake. Is there anything you guys want to do, talk about, or anything when you get to the tavern while you're waiting?
I think Erebus is gonna ask Lorelai. He's gonna be like, "Hey, do you have any parchment and ink that I can borrow or use?"
Yeah, I have. She just like hands him the like ink and the quill and then the paper.
I think he's going to be writing a letter to his mother, but he's trying to kind of keep it along the lines of their last conversation of like what he's supposed to be up to. But then he's going to kind of give a rundown of what he just learned and was like, "Hey, can you please give me an update on if you all are okay? You and Father are okay? I don't know if they're targeting everyone. They could be. So if you can get back to me, that would be helpful."
Yeah. You write that letter. Do you go out to go send it anywhere? Or are you waiting to do that?
I think he'll probably wait for now until the group is all here, and then he'll explain to them what he's doing, and then he'll leave. So he'll probably wait.
You guys wait until probably about 11 or 12-ish. Around 11. Otto, kind of after that point, you awake. Aurelian has stayed with you, but Idris has left the room. It seems that for now, they think it's okay and safe for you guys to be out in the castle. And if you guys are going out into the city, you need to have guards with you. But yeah, you're free to kind of do what you want. Sakura, you awake, and there is a letter sitting on your chest. What did the letter say, Kristen?
And so it's in Lorelai's pretty flourishy handwriting, and it just pretty much says, "We are meeting at Valencia and Kieran's tavern. Meet us there."
Go over Pet Fang. Yeah, you did good. I'll bring Fang out with me. I'll put Fang in like one of my little like one of his little like cloth like wraps that he's got on him, and just like sit him in there like a little blanket. Walk out and see what's going on with the circus first. I think I'm you.
when you walk out, everything else is packed away. And they're kind of just waiting around. They're kind of just like talking and doing any last minute things they need.
I walk up to someone, I guess.
Okay. Who do you walk up to?
That's a good question. Let me look at people I know. Let me look at my Shadowlight Imaginarium. Is Isadora around?
Yeah.
Or Ignatius?
Yeah. They're both
Isadora,
around.
okay. I'll go to Ignatius first because he leads the circus. Yeah. Right. Everything okay with the interrogations and all that?
Oh yeah, everything's fine. They just wanted to verify that, we weren't part of the attack. On the monarchy. But yeah, we just decided to kind of pack up and kind of wait until they open the city gates again, and once that happens, we'll leave so we don't act suspicious if we just go to the Shadow Bell.
Yeah. That would be suspicious.
Yeah. We're just gonna wait till then. Until then, we're staying at the Nightshade Tavern. Unique, it's named after my last name, so.
Should just walk in and say that you own it.
I should. I don't think I want to own another business, though. This one's hard enough.
Put a lot on your shoulders. Right. Well, I'm gonna go out for a bit. I'll be back later. Just I'll meet you guys at the tavern later, I guess.
Sounds good.
Is anyone gonna pack up my thing, or do I have to pack it up?
Did you have anything else that needed packed up? I mean, everything's in your carriage.
Right. I mean, like, do you need me to move my carriage anywhere? Is it
we'll
fine?
have someone else hitch it up to one of the horses. You're fine.
Okay. I'll see you around. I go by Isadora as I'm leaving, though, and I go, "What the hell?"
What?
It all went down.
Yeah? Told you it would.
Yeah, you can't be specific. Why can't you
the
see
details of things? I didn't know that there was going to be an assassination. I just knew that there was going to be some sort of catalyst that would bring upon a war. I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
Again,
A war hasn't
do you
even
not
started
listen to what
yet.
I say?
Sometimes no, I'm gonna be honest.
Wow, that
But-
was something you probably should have paid attention to.
The catalyst?
Everything I said?
No, I remember everything. I wrote a bunch of it down. Okay.
What, in your mind palace?
No, in a book.
Uh-huh.
Don't make fun of my mind palace.
Oh, I will.
Sometimes you gotta go somewhere.
That's understandable, considering you're gonna go somewhere with those people.
I don't know that yet.
I do. You will. You can try to
You know,
sever fate all you want, but I don't think you know how.
honestly, I might not go just out of spite now, honestly. You want anything from the tavern?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Okay.
You know I love
Yeah.
you, right?
I love you too. Okay, bye. And I walk away.
You head to the Misty
Oh.
Hunter's Tavern. Otto, what are you doing?
I think upon getting released, Otto is like, I don't know. Does it look like Aurelian needs anything right now?
She was mostly just waiting for you to wake up.
Okay.
She is very stoic in the face of anything like this. I think after she realized you were okay, she started putting on the brave face that she's known to have. She kind of just waited for you to wake up, kind of informed you that of all the things that were in the town crier letter, what had happened, that the princess was stolen, and that they had apprehended one of the cultists and planned to execute him at noon.
Okay. Otto kind of nods, and goes, if you need anything, let me know. I'm gonna go check in with my friends to make sure they're all right and whatnot. But I'll just be there, so if you need anything, let me know.
Of course, yeah, of course. I'm probably gonna have to go deal with the execution now, but yeah, I'll meet up with you after.
Okay. Be safe and okay. And then Otto's gonna probably get some sort of morning clothes on, I assume. Something just in a deeper, darker tone. Be less made up, I guess. And then is eventually gonna head towards. Where would they head first? Here's the thing. We keep meeting at Sakura's place. So they'd probably head there first.
You can probably catch me as I'm leaving. I stopped to talk to the circus people for a little bit.
Yeah. Could just get your attention.
Catch Sakura's walking towards the housing district.
Can I ask before she approaches me, how do I pronounce Otto's full name? Otto's actual real name?
Onindira.
Onindira.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Sakura.
Oh, hey, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes, it's a lot. A lot is happening. I don't know if you've heard of the.
You see, there's 4 guards with Otto.
Yeah, I've heard. Looking back at the cards, yeah. They took a lot of us in for questioning.
Oh. Yeah, they asked me as well. Well, not for questions. They asked me questions. So have you seen anybody else yet, or?
No, I was left this fancy note. I'm thinking handwriting-wise, Lorelei. Although I think Valencia could have nice handwriting secretly. We just don't know yet.
But one of them probably, yeah.
Yeah, but we're heading to the Misty Huntress, which is where they were staying.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We can go there.
Are your gods going to be coming too?
Yes, they kind of have to, because royalty was killed, and
right.
And
Once we get to the tavern, we can stay in the lower area with 1 guard at the door. If you guys need a private moment.
Yes, that would be good. Thank you.
Right.
To the guard.
All right. Let's go, Onindira. I'm gonna start walking.
Otto makes a face. Just Otto is fine.
Oh, you don't want your full name?
Well, I didn't introduce myself that way to you, so no.
Right. That makes sense. Right. Sorry.
It's fine. It's just, it's mainly family or kind of rich assholes that say that, so.
Right. You're
They think it makes them have a higher position by saying my full name, even though I just prefer to be called Otto.
Oh. Well, I was just teasing you about it because I just learned about it, so sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, they said it during the interrogation because I said I was with Otto, and they were like, who? And I was like, Otto, so I didn't know if you actually. Right. It's nice. Otto's nice too. I like Otto. The name, it's nice and short. It
is. It's one. I chose it, so I enjoy it as well.
Nice. Yes. Good. Yeah. Let's go.
Do you have is Sakura short for anything, or?
No. It was also, I look around a little bit and I go, it's also something that we came up with at the circus, so.
Oh,
I understand what you. Yeah.
You chose it. It's a nice name.
At this point, you guys are in front of the Misty Huntress Tavern.
Oh, we're here.
Yes, I can see that.
Oh.
It's just gonna like immediately go in.
I follow.
The orcish woman's like,
No, don't look at me like that.
"Mhm.
Stop it.
You have guards
not-
this time?
I'm not doing the things you think I am doing.
Okay.
Sakura, what are you doing?
I keep going up to people's rooms here.
Oh,
No, because I'm
See what I mean?
having private conversations.
oh.
Uh-huh.
No! I walk up the stairs.
Have fun.
I like to admit everyone's sitting in the pub watching it.
Everyone's sitting in the pub. I just walk up the stairs. I don't even look at the pub.
Sakura, there's someone up there.
You don't get a response.
Oh, okay. Oh, I hear Odyssey. Oh, okay. I walk back downstairs.
You see
His face is-
everyone at a table just looking up at you.
Lorelai goes and hugs
Sakura?
both of them if the guards aren't around Otto. If there's still
Yeah,
guards.
I think Otto like tried to.
They're like
before, like,
they're
coming in.
uneasy for a second, but then once Otto's like, "We're fine," they stand at two stand at the door, one stands at the stairs, and one stands upstairs.
Sorry about all that. It's.
I
been
think
over.
Erebus also goes to hug Otto.
Oh yeah, Otto would take all the hugs.
Of course, Sakura gets a hug too.
The stiffest board you've ever seen. He's just like,
I don't know. Kieran was pretty.
yeah. But I also imagine, like, you probably can't get your arms all the way around him, so he's just like,
He does her best.
Oh yeah, it's just like there's a big gap.
You're facing the man boobies right now.
The best place for it
Yeah.
to be.
Literally. And then she probably still hasn't got dressed. She's braced down and just looking disheveled. She's just worried.
So is Erebus.
You all look well.
I'm glad you're okay too. And she just goes and sits back down.
Yeah,
Like-
Erebus kind of gives Sakura a pat and goes, "Yeah, I'm glad you all were okay. I was nervous, so,
Well,
and he just sits back down.
I go sit down. And they brought the whole circus in for questioning. So. Ugh. I wonder if they have
Well,
coffee here.
Well, they definitely have coffee. Kieran has a mug.
Do you
Can
want
I
just
get-
regular coffee or do you want it with booze?
No. 0 booze, please. I can't.
Okay.
Can I have as much cream and sugar as you can put into it, though?
Sure.
Thank you.
Where am I gonna get cream?
No.
Not that joke. I said something again. No.
I thought you were making that joke, and I was like,
No.
wait a minute, no!
No. Cream. She doesn't have fucking just creamer on tap, bro.
Just put, okay, as much sugar as you can put in it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You twist my words.
You twist my actions.
She hands over a mug of black coffee with a bunch of sugar in it.
You have milk?
Sure. Give me a moment. And then she goes out, like, through the back door.
Oh. I think she's going to pee in my mouth.
You still have the coffee in front of you!
I meant to say spit. Just spit.
What the fuck?
You get pee.
Star!
Sorry. I meant to say the word
This is how we
spit.
cope with everything going to shit.
Yeah. This is why life is.
While that's happening, what is everyone else doing?
Drinking her coffee.
Oh my god. I think Otto wanted to talk to Valencia. I got distracted by all that. What the fuck?
Yeah, she's just sitting there, like, very anxious. She's like, she took like a piece of her hair and is like braiding it and then unbraiding it and then braiding it again, just so she has something to do with her hand.
Otto gets that. But yeah, I think Otto's just like, I tried to inform them of your vision of the warehouse, but we think that it was probably the people who did this, possibly.
Then there's more than one person involved because I saw at least like a dozen people.
What warehouse?
The
I don't think Erebus knows.
I know
Or
Sakura
Lorelai.
is. I know Sakura is waiting on milk, but should we talk about this upstairs?
That may be a good idea, depending on how this is sounding. Yeah.
I'm scared if the guards here, they will jump to the wrong conclusion.
Which
No,
one
I
of them is
understand.
just staring at you guys very intently. Like reading every expression.
Valencia is trying to make herself as small as humanly possible.
Otto was gonna stare back, like, intensely, like a stop staring at my friends.
Just stop.
You have
just,
milk?
like, no.
No?
No, I don't have. What?
Asked him if he had milk. No.
He's bitter.
Sakura, drink your drink. But yes, we can move this. I guess we'd have to impose it'd be in your rooms, Valencia and Kieran.
That's okay with me.
Yep, I don't think either of us mind.
At this point, the tavern owner comes back with a cup and just places it in front of you. And it looks to be like freshly squeezed milk. I said that. Yep.
Freshly squeezed?
Like directly from a
Helen.
cow. I don't know.
Straight from the titty, okay.
Straight from the today.
Oh. Thank you, I'm sorry. And I hand her like 5 gold pieces to apologize for all of this. For the way that I am.
You pay well.
Right. Sorry for everything. We're gonna go up to the room now. Please don't think into it. No.
Pats you on the shoulder and then goes back to her place behind the bar.
But I hope she doesn't tell Ignatius about this, okay? We should go.
I want Kieran to have heard that so badly.
Oh, she is not being quiet about any of this.
Oh, perfect. So then she leans towards the barkeep as they're leaving and is like, definitely tell Ignatius about this.
Okay. Don't know who Ignatius is, but I will tell him.
Every Ignatius that comes through, it's like, hey, have you heard about this half-orc horror?
He's the ringleader of the circus.
Okay, good to know.
Yep. This is how Kieran copes.
Okay, you guys go up
I
to
was
the room.
writing-
I'm writing a
I was
quote.
writing down.
I'm writing the
Hardcore,
quote in the
I
quotes
know.
channel.
No, I went to quotes and I saw you were typing and I'm like, okay, good, someone's on this.
Okay, yeah, you guys go up to the room. There's a guard standing outside of, just like in the hallway, like patrolling it. And once you guys go into the room, whoever's the last to enter sees that they post out at the door. But Otto and Erebus, you guys would know that guards are paid to shut up and disregard conversations. So
So we should be good in here. If you want to continue, Valencia.
Sometimes I have visions of memories that people have, and I saw in a warehouse there was candles, there was a bunch of people there, like at least a dozen, and they were talking about something, and someone put a paper onto the table. And at the time, I thought it was just some sort of heist or something. But when we were going back from the circus last night, I saw the king and queen get murdered.
All right, I see. So that's what you were talking about. Okay. Good to know. Good to know that happened, just in case. Well, and we don't want to tell anybody about your vision, right? We're supposed to keep that secret.
The less people know about me, the better.
Okay, that's completely fine. I just wanted to figure out how all of this is going to work. So you had a vision that the king and queen were murdered or assassinated before everyone else knew. Okay. Erebus just kind of sits back and he's just trying to think on what we can do. And he's like, thank you for telling us. I appreciate that.
So, what are we going to do now?
Is there anything we really can do?
They said they caught someone. Right? They're going to be executing them today? Was it today?
Yeah, the
Oh.
town crier had said it was going to be at noon, which is roughly in like half an hour.
Should we go and see if they match whatever little bit of them that Valencia could see?
I didn't see too much, I'll admit. They were wearing gloves.
Yeah, you could only see their arm. They were wearing gloves, and then they had some sort of like robe on over that, but that was all that you could see of like actually through the person's vision.
Maybe seeing the person might give you more information. I don't know how all of that works.
I can't really control when I get them or who I get them from. I can try. I don't know. There's a lot that I don't know.
Is it dangerous for you to do that? Because if it is, then we don't want to put you in that position.
It hurt the last time, but that was, I think, the first time that something like that actually hurt me. Usually it's just the vision. Nothing happens to me physically.
The last one hurt you.
But I was okay. It wasn't too bad.
Well, depending on how things are going to work now that the whole community knows what happened to the king and queen, I don't know if that's going to stop things from occurring everywhere else. I don't know what your plans were, and if you and Kieran were going to leave after this, but I'm not sure if that will be easy right now. What is your plan before this all went down?
I have a friend in town, the one who spoke to me at the tournament. And she owes me a favor. So I was going to get a safe place for Valencia and I to stay. But if this city is not as safe for us as it could be, then I think we are open to other plans.
Otto, what about you? I know with everything going on in the castle, how's your situation with your sister and her fiance? What's your plan?
Well, my original plan was to go on, what did they call it again? What did the sister call it? Tour.
The
That's
tour of Elderos.
I kept saying journey in my head, and I was like, that's not it. I was going to go on a tour around the land and kind of do some ambassador sort of duties. But now my sister said maybe to go home, but I also don't want to leave her here with such a complicated scenario.
Otto and Erebus, you guys would know with this, they're probably going to, obviously they're going to have the execution. They will have a funeral for the king and queen. And then it'll go very, very quickly into Aurelian and Indris getting married and being coronated. So that'll probably all happen within the next week.
Are you going to stay through your sister's coronation? That would make sense.
I would like to, but I don't know. I would have to check with her. If she's very set on me not being here, it's hard to argue with the future queen on where you can and cannot be.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. So
I mean, like, I already
understand.
struggle with her arguing with her naturally. I feel like a full-on crown on her head will make me be like, wow, I really can't do much.
She seems cool every time I've met her.
Oh,
She
she's
seems
wonderful.
like a really cool person, but I definitely get that vibe.
Yeah. Just,
Yeah.
siblings, and
Yeah.
she's stubborn and strong. So,
Yeah.
but so we'll see. I want to be here for her, but also I don't know, like you said, your guys' plans. If you're leaving, it seems like I don't know if the lockdown still will be happening afterwards, but it seems like it'll get harder to go in and out of the city.
And I'm sure with a big event, the funeral and the coronation, that everyone will be on guard just in case another attack would happen. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm unsure of what the best course of action is.
Otto, can I ask you something?
Sure.
Do you know who they're going to be executing? Do you know who they caught?
I do not. I was ushered into a safe room, basically. As soon as I got into the castle, all I saw was one of the dead guards, and then I was kind of not allowed to leave until recently this morning, when I was informed as well that there was a execution to be happening. I know my sister will be there, so I would like to also be there, but
I was just thinking, Isadora's prophecy said that whatever happened would start a war. So, a random person kidnapping a baby and killing the king and queen seems less war starting than someone in power about to be executed that could start the war.
They could also have ties to other nobility. That could be an option. If I go, I could also see if I recognize anyone.
We should head to the event because it should be starting soon. And if it's someone powerful, this could be the actual thing that starts it. And if there's a chance that if it is, you could talk to your sister about it and stop it from even happening. And we could maybe... I don't know. I think we should go.
I think so too.
I have something I needed to drop off. This is as Raven. When you're like sending in a note, where do you go again?
You would go to one of like the Raven posts, which they either have ravens that you can send, which are a little bit faster, or you can send via like a messenger. You aren't totally sure if they're open right now, because you guys have kind of been in the tavern. Yeah, you go to like one of the Raven posts within the city.
When's the event happening? Like the timeline?
Like 20 minutes. And it would
Okay,
take you guys
then
about
he's
20
not gonna
minutes
do
to
that
get
right
over to
now.
the stairs.
Okay, then he won't do that right now.
If we are going, I think we should leave pretty quick.
Right. Let's go watch someone get murdered publicly.
Okay. You guys head over to the Stairs district. It is packed. Like the entire streetway that is in front of the actual executioner's stairs is full to the brim. It is very, very packed. I mean, yeah. But with the guards, Otto, you're able to kind of go up and meet with Aurelian and Idris, and they're kind of there up on the steps, kind of just awaiting as everyone else is there. You guys can situate yourselves in the crowd however you guys would like. But eventually they kind of blow one of the trumpet horns and kind of calm the crowd. And the execution begins. They start by the austere eyes, which some of you guys have met. They are clad in full plate armor that have a symbol of a deal on it. The only people who wouldn't recognize that would be Lorelei. Sakura, you would kind of recognize it. You aren't totally sure what god it is. And Valencia, you would not know. But those who do know, that is the god of law and justice. But they hold large kind of glaives as they bring out a hooded prisoner kind of in leather gloves and a hood with their hands tied behind their backs, and they walk him up the stairs before kind of pushing him down on his knees and over a chopping block. Then one of the not town criers, but one of the scribes or pages kind of begins to list out, "We hereby execute this vile traitor as to treason upon assassination of King Jadis Baudelaire III and Queen Morrigan Baudelaire." And kind of just sits back as Idris kind of just watches, gripping very tightly onto Aurelian's hand. And the executioner, who is also donned in like a similar kind of wear to the austere eyes, but they are in all black, and the symbol is in a deep red, and they have a hood over with a mask, and they take their glaive and they go and they swing their glaive, chopping off the head of the traitor. And as the head tumbles down the steps and into viewing point of the crowd, the hood comes off, and you can see the head of a green tiefling man, horns spiraling, lifeless face as a pool of blood spills from the base of his neck. Valencia, as you watch, you see one of your best friends that you knew, Caspian, his head sitting there on the ground. And as we're going to end tonight's episode, may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships, and we'll see you next week.
A drama.
I hate being right because